So today we are going to do a review on this 2020 Macan. It's a base. This thing has the 4-cylinder, 248 horsepower. It is the base version. It also, the predecessor to this, I guess, would be the Macan S, which has the V6 turboed, 335 horsepower. Let's take a look inside real quick before we go for a drive. Has nice adjustable seats, electronic, which is nice. This one does have the package where it's heated front and rear seats, which is an option that you can opt for. I do love the panoramic roof on this thing. It is very cool. It's like very arched. I'm 6 feet tall, 180, and I fit in it very, very comfortably. My seat's all the way back, and you can tell there's some room there. My knees don't hit. I'm comfortable. I can spread out. I can come in. I can, usually I sit kind of like this. The panoramic roof is super nice. I love how it's arched though. So I'm taller, as you can tell. One second. And my head does not hit anywhere, which is solid. Tons of room. I'm just sitting like I normally would. I probably slouch a little bit more. That's just kind of sometimes how I sit. So you can tell, great room there. I do love the new 10.9-inch display as well. This is awesome. This is standard, which is a great option. The Bose sound system is standard as well. Standard meaning it does come on the basic option cars like this one. Let's check out the back. Wow, tons of room back here. I haven't even opened this. This is a lot of room. And the back seats fold down. Love the cover too, so no one checks out what you have, or nothing gets stolen. Window prowlers. Wow, this is a lot of more room than I thought. This is a great option for a crossover SUV. The 4-cylinder, 2-liter inline turbo. Such an interesting tiny motor. So this is going to be a nice quick review. Also, it's a loaner card that I have. I don't know why this thing's going off. Well, my car's getting new tires, which I'm picking up later today. So you get these in different packages, optioned out with Sport Chrono, which has, some other features such as for driver adjustable drive modes, which this has the sport mode. So, I think that's what it might be. It says it has launch control, which we'll find out, but I do see the driver adjustable mode from sport to non-sport. So I'm wondering if the Sport Chrono package entails that. I'm also seeing this comes with the 10.9-inch touchscreen infotainment display, which is standard in the 10-speaker Bose audio system and the LED headlights. Some people are also saying they'd love to splurge on a premium package, which has the heated front and rear seats, which this one does have, and the auto-dimming mirrors and the adaptive headlights, and then the Apple CarPlay system. And then I believe this has the Bose upgraded sound system to the 14-speaker audio system, which I noticed now after looking at the little speakers up top and the Bose little flag on the side, or the Bose badge on the side. So we'll see. I know there's other things that you can do to customize your Macan too. I know that you can add, like the Macan S, the V6, the predecessor version of this car, which is 331 horsepower. So there's a lot of or 335 horsepower, excuse me. There's a lot of, you know, you go to the GTS model, you're getting up in the 400 range with the turbos and whatnot. So yeah, it's very quiet, which I like. I mean, you know, this is an SUV that you can daily drive. See how this 4-cylinder feels. Speed limit. I am really enjoying the analog display though, the speedometer and the speedo, which is nice. You know, for 2020, I like how Porsche doesn't like to keep everything digital, like a lot of the auto manufacturers are doing now. Another thing that I noticed about the Macan is I really enjoy the comfortability of these seats, to be honest. You know, I haven't driven it a lot. This is probably my second or third time driving it now. As I said, I got it as a loaner car because my car's getting new tires and alignment on it. But overall, I'm impressed. I really would enjoy, you know, I've heard so many great things. I would really enjoy driving the Macan GTS version of this, you know, some of the higher up models. So this review would be a very hard review to gauge because this is a very basey model. This is a very, you know, this is not a model where, you know, that I would personally buy. This is like more of a model that's a very, like, you know, hence the reason why it's probably a loaner car, right? But it's buttery smooth. I'm in sport mode right now. It's just smooth. We'll take it up on some corners here, coming up to the left. It's a beautiful Turbo S next to me in the new 992. We'll go up here, Newport Coast Drive. Take a left, adjust these mirrors. We'll see how it feels up here on a couple bends. We'll throw it in manual. Nice little burble between the shift. Brakes feel great. Porsche transmissions always feel great. Let's see if it does have launch control though. Didn't feel it. Struggle is real though with this 4-cylinder. It struggles. Like that was 65. That took a while to get up there. This thing struggles a little bit. A lot of it, actually. It's just it's a small motor. I mean, there's a lot of struggling with this motor, you know, because this is not a light SUV. Yes, it's an SUV, but you know, for a 4-cylinder, this is a lot of weight to pull around. You know, as opposed to the V6 where you have a lot of that torque down low, where this is to the floor right now, and it's just struggling to get up this hill. Thought we were gonna hit some corners with some speed there. Normally my GT3 RS would fly up that thing and it would just be amazing. But the lane assist is interesting. It alerts you. It's like you can hear that noise. Wow. One thing Porsche has to stop doing is these plastic turn signals now. I just don't like it. Don't like the plastic turn signals. But overall, the Macan is a great car. I would recommend, you know, this isn't a very frivolously fun review. This is just kind of just my first take really on this car, which is, it's great. It's a little highly priced in the 50 to 60 grand range, depending on how you option this thing out for the 4-cylinder. It's a highly priced car, just this one in general, the 4-cylinder. I would definitely go with the V6 or GTS. I always prefer buying a used car, just, you know, save the money. Don't take the hit on it for the depreciation. But if you have a family, you're just starting out, you want a Porsche, you want to get into the Porsche family, you don't want to spend a lot of money, this car for your wife or somebody, or even, you know, somebody that's not really into cars, you know, it doesn't have to be a woman, you know, could be a man or a woman. You know, you could put your kids in the back, you have tons of storage space. We're gonna do a little U-turn here, see how this feels now since there's no cars around. Burbles out of the exhaust. I feel like we threw a little buffer on it, might be a little funner to drive around. Now we're going downhill, moves a little bit. Alright, let's see how this thing really feels. Taking some of these corners. Definitely gonna turn this down. Alright, let's see. Squat's pretty good to the ground. I mean, stays tucked in. A little sway. We could use some sway bars, but you know, for SUV, that's not really a sport SUV. Not this particular model. Different suspension and brakes and things. It feels very good for my first time driving a Macan. Like, we're flying around that corner. To be honest, it feels a little more planted. Almost just as planted as my RS5, really. Which is saying a lot for this car. We'll launch it here, and then we'll go around this corner. Feels great. That lane assist noise is weird. Brakes are great. Downshifts are always smooth with these Porsche transmissions. They just always feel good. Feels solid. So overall, right now, my initial reactions, literally this is the first time like I'm actually doing something. I made a video just to test out this new camera setup yesterday in this thing just for a couple minutes, but this is really my first time driving it. You know, I looked up some specs, I looked up the packages, but this thing feels good. I love the screen. I love the, you know, the feel in the car. The only thing to me personally I don't like is just all these buttons in the center. It's just crazy. I know the Panamera decided to do a digital display, so it kind of eliminated all these crazy buttons, and it had this digital, that haptic touch. If you go back and watch that video, it smells a little funny. Maybe it's the car in front of me, but great car. I'll do a little video run of the speedometer here in a second, and then we'll get an idea on what it looks like. I love the way this thing looks though. It just looks so sick. So much room in the back. Oh, I locked the door. Tons of room back there. You guys saw me sit back there. You know, I'm 6 feet tall, 180. So overall, my thoughts, well, great SUV. 4-cylinder is very gutless for me. I personally would not buy a 4-cylinder. I would definitely buy Macan though. I've always loved the way they look. They look amazing. I'm gonna pull over up here at this Starbucks over in Crystal Cove just to show you guys what it looks like. This weird rain assist thing, gotta turn that off somehow, but it's fine. But I would buy one for sure. They look great. You know, I haven't driven the GTS models or the turbo models of this. I would love to. I've always wanted to. I would love to. So when they told me I was getting a Macan loaner, I was actually excited to drive it because I never have. I always wanted to drive it. I would totally buy one of these though in a GTS or turbo model. After driving one of those, of course, I've heard a lot of great things about those cars. So the 4-cylinder here, it's not a review for all Macans. This is not what you're going to experience from those models. You're going to get a completely different driving experience that isn't even going to come close to this. So take that into factor when watching this. This is just a review on the 4-cylinder base. This is what this really is. So, you know, if you're thinking about buying one, yeah, I would buy one for sure if it's those models, because what I've read about those models, the reviews I've seen, the things I've heard from other people, they are amazing, amazing cars. So I'll do a little walk around video some more. I'm going to stop over at this Crystal Cove Starbucks, but overall, I would buy a model. You know, maybe if this model you don't care about performance or anything, you just want a Macan, this is the one you want, sure, great. But you know, just get the V6 model instead. I mean, they're getting literally almost the same. I mean, the V6 Macan right now, due to some of the testing I've seen, they're getting 3 to 4 miles per gallon more than what they're stated. Yeah, you're gonna save a little bit on gas maybe with this one, but your driving experience and, you know, going up those hills is gonna be so much more enjoyable than being buried to the floor on the gas pedal and barely getting up past the speed limit to 70 up those hills. So, anyways, I hope you guys have a great day, and see you guys on the next one.